All right, back here with another segment here, which is temporary called Mikey B's Corner. We're gonna name for this soon. We'll see what happens.
The burn unit.
The burn unit, burn ward. I don't know, some shit. My wife said it was like it's kind of offensive. burn ward.
No, we're all about to get burned.
Yeah. What's up, Mikey? How's your weekend?
Uneventful.
At least you're not a Mets fan, like
Thank
me.
God.
Yeah. And obviously, top of the show, I discussed that, but let loose on my my thoughts on all that. But we'll get to that in a second. We're gonna talk about baseball a little bit. Let's get to the rankings first. I already reviewed rankings on the last segment of the show. I want to hear yours now, 28 through 32. What's going on with you this week?
At 32, give me the Commodores.
Yep, got you. 31.
Matt Rule, he gone.
Yep. 30.
Bears.
Okay. 29.
War Sea Chickens.
Yeah, they went down one, right? From last week for yours, right? Okay, and 28.
They went up a spot actually.
Okay. Because mine did too, but
even with the loss, they went up a spot.
Okay.
Or no, maybe they went down a spot. I'm not sure. My shit's not loading properly.
I get the funny feeling the Steelers are here somewhere.
No.
Okay.
No, I do not have them in my bottom five. Seattle dropped one spot.
Okay.
This team is now back in the bottom five after being out of it last week. You can't go on the road to Arrowhead and have the Chiefs back against the wall and not be able to finish. I ding the Las Vegas Raiders.
They're probably the best 1-4 team in the history of football.
Probably. Afterwards, I have the Texans just out of the bottom five.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, Lions, and Steelers in that, not in that order, but just that was my next grouping.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Like I said, on the show, Seattle actually moved up one on my rankings despite because teams just bottom out this week. Like I just on the top of the show has Seahawks 28, Steelers 29, Lions 30, Panthers 31, and Commanders 32. Texans.
How do you have the Bears in your bottom five?
Because again, these teams on the bottom here are now bottoming out now, and honestly, I have a hard time. I had a hard time putting Seattle there because even though they're 2 and 3, they're at least playing competent football.
I still don't. I still think the Bears are a worse team than the Lions are.
They're going the wrong direction fast, man. When you get shut out by okay, so the thing was we said, oh, their offense is great, offense is great, and then they put up 0 points in Foxborough. 0. It's a problem.
I mean, it's a problem, but it's a problem that teams are inevitably going to run into. Amon-Ra St. Brown's on a snap count. DJ Chark doesn't play again. DeAndre Swift doesn't play again. 65% of the Lions' offense is out. When you have a bulk of their targets not playing due to injury, I'm not trying to sit here and make excuses, but it's hard to win games when 65% of your offense doesn't play.
I mean, they put up 45 last week, though, so 45-0.
45 last week because they were playing a defense that was basically giving them the middle of the field.
But 0, Mikey. 0 points.
Because
give me a field goal at least.
The New England Patriots knew that they had to go out and play great defense to keep Zappe in the game.
Oh, no, agreed. I see what you're saying there.
At the end of the day, the scheme all week was stopping the offense. The fact of the matter is they should have never have fucking activated Amon-Ra St. Brown for that game. He was on a fucking snap count the whole fucking time. And then they started losing, and they were like, oh, we need to get him in the fucking game more. And all you're doing is risking fucking putting him out there and getting hurt again.
Yeah, if I made a change here, I might put Chicago in the bottom five and move Seattle out. But then Seattle also, like I said, defense is fucking terrible.
Their defense is as good as Swiss cheese.
Yeah. All right, let's go from 10 to 1. 10, who you got?
Cincinnati Bengals.
So do I. Good. 9.
San Francisco 49ers.
Okay. 8.
Rams.
Still the Rams, huh? 7.
Oh, shit. Hold on. This isn't right.
That was last week, wasn't it?
No. I'm saying this isn't. There's something missing from my. Hold on.
Okay.
There's a team missing on my rankings, and I don't know who it is.
You have 9 teams out of 10, or you have?
No, I have a team duplicated.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
I do have the Bengals at 10 as well too.
I have the Bengals at 10. That one's a foregone conclusion.
Are the Chargers in there? The Chargers missing in there?
The Chargers are not in my rankings.
Okay.
Oh, I figured out who it was. This one's gonna be hilarious, and you're gonna laugh. Actually, the Rams go up a spot.
Oh my God!
I have the Rams at 7.
No, 8. You said 8.
But I have them at 7. They were supposed to be at 7.
The team worse.
No, it's not worse. I have them up. I have them down 2 spots because the teams below them I can't put ahead of them. My number 8 was the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
7 is the Rams.
All right.
6 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. Let's break these two. Okay, Bengals at 10. 9, you have
the 49ers.
Niners. Okay. So obviously, I had the Niners much higher on my list now. I think that, to me, once you get Trent Williams back, they should be fine. It's to me, I don't look at win-loss record. To me, a lot of these things come down to trust. And I made this clear to me last week on the podcast. I trust the Niners. They can go 10-7. And I feel like they're the team, probably the most dangerous team in the NFC, because I feel like what they do travels well into January, into possibly February. So
what do they do that makes you trust them?
Their defense. Garoppolo's a safe quarterback. So the reason why I had the Niners to make the playoffs this year initially was because I wasn't sure who was a quarterback, if Lance and Garoppolo. But now that we know it is Garoppolo moving forward, I can at least trust Garoppolo to not lose you games. He won't lose you games. He's closer to Cooper Rush than anything else, but he won't lose you games, and those players play hard for him. So that's why the Niners are a lot higher on my list. Agree with you on Bengals, obviously. Cowboys, actually, I have the Cowboys higher than 8, but yes, I have same idea. Rams are out of mine. Rams, they look like dog shit for 5 weeks now. At some point, it is who it is. And, they're not showing any signs of life. The defense is the only thing that's keep them World Series at bay. That's it.
Do you not know that their defense was the reason why they won the fucking Super Bowl last year?
I understand that. And they have arguably the greatest defensive player in the history of football. Arguably.
But they're doing the exact same thing. Their defense is keeping them in fucking games.
But they weren't this bad last year, though. That's
because
different, though.
Fucking Matt Stafford's elbow isn't fucking floating across the Atlantic fucking ocean.
Apparently, because they're 2-3. They should be in Dallas. Cooper Rush had fucking 102 yards. Can we stop the whole Dak's not the story anymore noise now, please? Cooper Rush is doing his job. He's not losing any games, but he's not the better quarterback than the two guys. Sorry. Bucks at 6. I agree with you. You know why? Like the Niners, same thing. Trust. Who's the quarterback? Tom Brady.
Who's their quarterback? Jerome Boogler. Because they should have.
Okay. No. Agreed. They got a major.
That defense was not stopping Atlanta if they got the ball back. Because that defense was fucking gassed.
Bucks at 6. I'm okay with it. Rams, like I said, whatever. Cowboys, I'm decent with that too. So I'm okay with it. 6 or 10 for the most part, other than the Rams. That's the only pushback I have there. Well, here you're 5. Let's go 5-1. 5-1. He got.
Give me the Minnesota Vikings.
Jesus Christ.
Give me Kirk Coupins.
You're the worst.
No, I'm not.
They're my top 10 though. They're my top 10 for record.
How are they? You're talking about the Rams being mediocre at 2-3. The one loss the Minnesota Vikings have is to the only undefeated team in football.
I know they almost lost to Chicago too and Detroit, but okay. Two bottom 10. Two Argos up. Yeah.
Winning games is winning games. Isn't that what we say?
I get it. No, I'm with you. Okay, 4. He got.
Hold on, I want to look at the Vikings real quick. They're 4-1. Like I told you, big game slay is the only reason why they fucking were blown out in that game against fucking Philadelphia. That fucking team. Yeah.
I have a feeling though we have the same 4 though. It's the better of the order.
Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Bills.
In that order, 4-1.
Yes.
Yep. In that exact order: Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles. Ravens 4, Chiefs 3, Eagles 2, Bills 1. I got the same exact order. So we have relatively the same rankings here. Couple twists and turns here and there, but like I said, Bills. They're dominating the Steelers this weekend. Chiefs struck against the Raiders. Best divisional game. You can't give them credit for that. Eagles are doing what they do. I course corrected the Ravens this week.
Eagles should have lost that game.
Yeah, they probably should have.
But hey, look, Kyler Murray got to play Modern Warfare 2.
Yep, that was a bad look there. That was That was a bad look there. But yeah, I have probably ranked this for the most part. Like I said, the Rams, and the funny thing is that I push back on the Rams a little bit here. But here's the thing with the Rams. I actually still almost put them in the top 10 despite that. Because Super Bowl champions get more leash. But when I'm watching them play, I'm like, what is going on here?
Here was my reasoning for not putting them in, or putting them in, and not putting a team like the Chargers or somebody like that in my top 10. The strength of their opponents, I get it. Cooper Rush is Cooper Rush, but the Atlanta game, the Chiefs just straight up laid an egg against Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look great this week. I mean, the score will say, what it says, that they fucking, what was the final in that game?
Which game?
The Chargers fucking Browns game.
Oh, 30-28.
Staley fucking goes for 4th and 1.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
What did I tell you before the year started? Love the Chargers roster, but that coach. Don't know.
Exactly.
Just saying.
And I mean, the reality of the situation is I leave the Bengals at 10 because of that game went back and forth all night, and it literally took a Justin Tucker field goal as time expired. Those teams are going to fucking be the two teams that are inevitably going to run away with that division. What's wrong? Mommy went to go take the trash. She'll be right back. I promise. Come here.
No, I don't necessarily disagree, with a lot of that what you're saying there, but like I said,
have some.
All right, so our rankings are pretty good. Like I said, we're in the same wavelength there, so no big deal. Okay, let's talk baseball quick because obviously it's been a fantastic start to the playoffs. Fantastic year.
Was it really fantastic? I mean, the best part about it was the Mariners coming back from down 7.
That was fun.
That was it.
That was fun. We can take away from the wild card weekend. By the way, I love this new format. I love it. Love it.
Biggest takeaway, and this one's gonna hurt. The St. Louis Cardinals have basically turned themselves into the Green Bay Packers of Major League Baseball.
I can see that.
Really good in the regular season. Always find a way to win the division. Suck wind in the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You would think that with the careers of Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols basically on the line, they would have had a little bit more fight in that series. No, they didn't. And I know they had a lead going into the 9th in game 1, but they let Philly score 6 runs. Just ugly runs too. Not even like it was like bloop bloop home run. It was just like walk, ball that they should have got an out on, double in the gap. It's just, I don't love the way that the ending for Molina and Pujols took place. I think that sucked. Everybody talked about the Toronto Blue Jays. Kevin Gausman, Alex Manoah, good pitching staff, can make a deep run in October, shit themselves against the fucking Seattle Mariners. Straight up shit themselves. Their bullpen is not good. We proved that.
She had 3 sweeps.
Guardians. I called that one.
You did call that one, actually, yeah.
Thank you.
That was a classic game too, though, by the way.
But that shows you the Guardians and the Rays are teams that can make deep October runs because of how good their bullpens are. If they can get a 1 or 2-0 lead in the early innings with guys like Bieber and Quantrill, and then get the ball to that bullpen and eventually to Emmanuel Clase to close it out, the Guardians can make a run real quick. Yankees better be ready because if they're not today, might be a rough one. And last but certainly not least.
And they're gonna just get it in, dude. Just get it in. I already have my 10 minutes more on this podcast.
Here's the thing: if you knew that Max wasn't 100%, don't throw Max game 1. Throw DeGrom game 1. Try to win game 1 to then go to Bassett or somebody else to then let Scherzer throw game 3 because he's one of those guys that he's a bulldog. If you need him to go out there and throw 5 or 6 innings in a must-win game, he will. But he's also hoping that his offense does something behind him. Game 1, they were non-existent.
Of course.
Game 2, they figured it out early. Fine. Game 3,
game 3.
1 hit.
1 hit. Elimination game at home in a playoff game. 1 hit.
I've seen teams for a lack of better term, shit themselves.
Yeah.
But this one's a pretty bad one.
Yeah.
You first off, Buck, I don't know what your thought process was.
That was a bad look.
I don't get it, but Jacob deGrom has to start your first game in the playoffs every fucking time because it's Jacob fucking deGrom.
Well, they were saying that before the series started, they were looking to not even play him at all in the series.
I know.
Yeah.
They wanted to save him for game 1 against the Dodgers.
Or game 3 if necessary.
Yeah. Guess what? You can't think about game 1 against another team when you're facing another fucking team.
Right.
You're facing the San Diego Padres. You're not facing the LA Dodgers.
Or how about this? If you know, obviously, it's an issue with pitching. How about this? Win one game with Chicago in the middle of September, or win one game against the Nationals, in early September, or win one against the Braves. We ducks in a row. How about that?
The way I look at it when it comes to, I'm just speaking of the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you knew Max wasn't 100%, you have to start Jacob deGrom game 1.
Right.
Hopefully you win game 1, you go to Chris Bassett in game 2, and then you go to fucking Max in game 3 if you need it.
Right.
Didn't like the fucking formation of the fucking rotation from the very beginning. Then Joe Musgrove is basically carving you up like a fucking lightsaber, and Buck Showalter wants to go, hey, will you guys check his ear and make sure he's not fucking having a foreign like at that point you were already out of it. Like, just fucking like what are we doing? You're gonna get him tossed in like the fucking 5th inning and you're already down like 6 runs. Just, it's a bad look, Buck. Just take the L and move on. I will tell you this, and this may hurt your feelings, and I don't necessarily care. Game 3 of the wild card series is the final game that Jacob deGrom will pitch as a fucking New York.
Oh no, I already accepted that. To me, I've been saying since August.
I said it fucking April of this year when the season started.
He has one foot out the door.
He is gone.
He has one foot out the door already. That's the vibe I've gotten. He's probably gonna be gone. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
but here's the question. I'm glad you said that because that's one of the questions I want to ask you about.
Okay.
If you're Steve Cohen,
yep,
and obviously bats are something you need.
Mm-hmm.
That is a number one issue for the bats. And you had a choice between, you know I'm going with this, aren't you?
I'm not signing Aaron Judge.
You take deGrom over Judge?
I'm not taking either one of them over him.
Why? Go ahead.
I'm doing something completely different if I'm Stephen Cohen.
What are you doing for Stephen Cohen? What is the direction?
Signing Trey Turner to play second base. That gives me a bona fide leadoff hitter to hit in front of Francisco Lindor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to sign a power hitting third baseman, and I'm going and adding pieces to the bullpen. Let Jake go. You still got Taijuan Walker. You still got Chris Bassett. You still got guys in the minor league system that you can go to.
Right.
Your problem right now is you need help offensively. One guy is not going to do it. You have a power hitting guy that's hitting in the middle of your lineup. It's Pete Alonso. Yes, I get it. He didn't hit 63 home runs. I get it. Fine.
Hit 40 plus.
I don't need 63 home runs. I need a good infield. I'm sorry. I like Jeff McNeil a lot. But if I can get Trey Turner to play second base, Jeff McNeil brings me back Zach Gallen or somebody else like that can help improve my pitching staff. That's my move. Sign Trey Turner for about a quarter of what you'll sign Aaron Judge for.
But you know that ain't sexy. So for the sake of sports radio, quick though, if you're Stevie Cohen, I got this bag of money. One guy to give it to, Aaron Judge or Jacob deGrom. Who you picking?
Neither.
No, I'm serious. Like between the two, like if you had a choice, God says he only pick one. You had to pick one of these guys. What's the bigger priority? The pitching or the hitting?
Gun to my head, you have to sign Judge because he's been able to stay healthy.
And that's all I want to know. I'm not saying you sign both.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't sign either one of them.
Right.
You know, I've heard the stories. Oh, the Red Sox are going to be in play for Aaron Judge. I looked up and I made the comment: re-sign Xander Bogaerts, sign Rafael Devers to an extension, go get some more starting pitching to pair around Chris Sale. Go help the bullpen.
Yeah, I'd rather spread that money around, buddy.
Like I'm on 6 things that I could use that exact contract. Like you didn't sign Mookie Betts.
Thank you.
But you want to spend money on Aaron Judge.
I never heard a podcast of the last week by my buddy Jenny G. Red Sox fan also too. We discussed that. We said the same reason. I'm not going to sign one guy just to win the headlines. I'm going to spread them money out. You didn't sign Mookie.
If you want to be involved in the conversations and you want to have talks, fine. I get it. But if you sign him That means you're trading either Alex Verdugo or Kike Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Right.
getting back for them? Don't fucking know. Unless you're pairing prospects together to go get Zach Gallen from the fucking Diamondbacks, you have no fucking starting pitching outside of Chris Sale.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't do it myself. All right, let's go to the predictions. Divisional Series start tonight. 4 games on. We got actually first game starts in a couple minutes after doing this podcast.
Wait, am I on the Tuesday show this week instead of the Thursday show this week?
It's the Tuesday show this week. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Yankees, Guardians. Who wins? And how much?
Give me Drax. Give me Rocket. Give me Groot. Give me the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hell yeah! In what, 5?
Guardians in 4.
Ooh, okay. Astros, Mariners, go.
Mariners in 5.
Wow, so both top 2 seeds in the AL gone. Okay, I like that. National League, Phillies and Braves, go.
Braves
I'm going Braves in 5.
5.
Braves are just too good. I think the hottest team in baseball since May. And finally, the Dodgers and the Padres. You already know who I'm rooting for, but
see, this one's gonna be weird because they pitched so well against you guys, and I necessarily don't know what the Dodgers are gonna throw out at them.
Mhm.
Obviously, Kershaw's gonna get a start in the series at some point. I don't know if he's going tonight. The pitching matchup tonight is
for that game, I'll tell you now.
Mike Clevenger versus Jose Urias.
Yep, Urias. Yep. Dodgers is a sweep, unfortunately.
I don't think it's a sweep. I truthfully don't. I'll take Dodgers in 4, but I think the Padres could push this to 5 and maybe even win a game 5. It's all going to rely on the shoulders of Mike Clevenger today, though. Clevenger has to go out there and pitch well. He's got to throw at least 6 or 7 innings and keep them in that game to push back on Urias, because after Urias, it's not the murderer's row of Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw. They do get Kershaw tomorrow against you, Darvish. They're off Thursday. Friday's to be announced. So you only have 2 starters announced so far for the Dodgers. I haven't looked at their roster, so I don't know who could be the game 3 starter yet, as I have the hiccups. This hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Dodgers in 4.
All right, one last thing before you go. I want to say a lot of this for the our podcast on Thursday with the wrestling podcast, Take 3.
Is this roughing the passer?
It is roughing the passer. Everything is. Anything. You scratch your forehead.
Flag.
Exactly. Roughing the passer. Flag. There we go. Exactly. Bray Wyatt returning to WWE on Saturday with Extreme Rules. What do you think about the execution, the whole 9, everything else presented?
There were pieces of it that were absolutely excellent.
Mm-hmm.
There were pieces of it that I was a little bit mildly confused about. As the whole Firefly Funhouse is dead.
Yeah.
And you have the other people in the crowd dressed up as them. That was
exactly.
But then you have the Fiend mask on the announce table, but there was a Fiend that was in the crowd. So that was a little baffling to me. I guess my real question is, who are those people going to end up being? Do we find out? Do they stay part of the act, or is it that was just for the return? That's kind of a question that I have. I've seen on TikTok they have people like investigating on who's playing what character and stuff like that. So I've been following along the conspiracy theorists about the Bray Wyatt stuff. But it was amazing how they did it. It was perfect how they did it. I like that he didn't interact with Riddle or Rollins. It was just simply him coming back.
Yeah, I like that too.
So, the blue light when the door kicked open, paying tribute to Brody Lee.
Love that
video.
Yep.
Love that. But other than that, 10 out of 10, perfectly done with the whole White Rabbit thing. I love that they sprinkled that in throughout the entire show. But yeah, no, perfectly done. I love the way that it was done. I think they got the most out of it because everybody in the crowd knew that it was going to be Bray, and the reaction was still what it needed to be.
Right. Now, I didn't watch Raw last night. Did he go back on the show?
I did not see him on the show. I know they replayed the return.
Right.
I didn't see him on the show, but I went to bed at like 10:30 because I was exhausted from driving yesterday.
Yeah.
So I went to sleep, and they still had to do the main event, which was
Seth and Bobby, right?
No, Sammy versus Riddle.
Oh, okay.
No, Seth beat Bobby earlier in the night.
I saw that. Yeah.
When Cowboy Bebop came back.
I heard about that too. I gotta watch Raw tonight soon as I get off these podcasts and stuff. Unfortunately. But all right, you can follow Mike, of course, on Twitter at They Call Me Burn. He's part of 1/4 of our podcast, the Tate Wrestling Podcast. To hear more wrestling content, of course, on there, check it out on any podcast catcher. Mikey, we will see you, I guess, Thursday for our next pod. Yeah, wait to do a wrestling pod. Should be a good one.
We're gonna watch War Games.
War Games.
War Games.